But let's go use an if statement. So we can say if our username let's see, if our username is something. Actually, let's just see if we have a username. So I'm going to open this in the editor. And we'll say username equals an empty string. And we'll see why it is. Let me make sure I am using the right syntax here, but it should be this. That. There we go. It's the tricky thing when you're switching between programming languages all the time. It's like, what's the right syntax? But anyways, so this is what one of our control flows looks like inside of the sequence. So we have our sequence. We're going to get some username. And if we see that our username variable is an empty string, then we can add some message. So let's say we'll just log a message that throws an error saying username can't be blank. So now we have a whole conditional workflow set up here. And let me double check. Yep. Okay. So that's how you go through and start adding these workflows. So let's say we wanted to do a for each. As you can see, there are a lot of for eaches we can use from different app integrations. So if we wanted to iterate over Excel rows, we can do that. Let's just pull that up as an example. So what we do is take this UiPath Studio format. It's going to go through the current row, and we can give it whatever range we want. Let's say A1 through B7, because that's the row that we need. Let me see. Oh, that's right. Let's use that empty thing like we did earlier, or not. I'm trying to see what it's upset about here. So let me do 6 like that. And it's upset about something, but that's okay. This is usually where we come in and do some formatting things anyways. But let's say we don't have it in a particular range and we just want to go through each row in a spreadsheet. So we would do that, and then we could go through and, I don't know, maybe read each cell formula. It's just whatever you need to do in here. So this is just an example of how you can start to build up these workflows using these different control flows. So we have our sequence. It has some conditional. If we don't have a username, we'll throw this error. And then from there, I guess we would go read an Excel sheet. But again, you would typically be working with something that's way more defined than this is. But I just wanted to show you what it looks like to add these different control statements. So again, you would just come in here and keep adding things. And I highly recommend you just use the search It makes it easier than trying to remember all of the things. But you see, you can add switch statements. If you're familiar with VB.NET, you can start adding different code expressions. UiPath Studio actually makes it pretty easy to work with all of the different programmatic concepts at a GUI level. So if you did want to see what all activities you have available, if you come over here to your left panel and go to activities and click on this plus sign up here, it expands every activity you have available, and you can probably find what you're looking for. If you don't see it over here, you can probably install a dependency that will add it. So this is where you can start to familiarize yourself with what's happening throughout your sequences and your workflows. So the next thing that we'll